April Lachey Chavis, 25B14707401A and B. All right, your name? I just covered this with you. You still wish to waive your right to a lawyer?
Yes.
Did you review that report?
Yes.
Is everything accurate?
I'm confused about where it's checked off. Where it says I will benefit from treatment services.
We're not going to order that. I'm not ordering.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was confused.
I'm not ordering this. I'm not doing that. Okay. I'm not doing that.
Okay.
All right. I get it. Anything else?
Nope.
Anything you want to tell me?
Nope.
Do you have a valid license now? No, you don't, do you?
They suspended it. I got a letter from the state.
Why are you not taking care of your warrants, young lady?
Well, when I talked to the prosecutor, the court date that I had when you were off, she said
everybody's talking about how I was off.
Well,
huh?
She said you wasn't here, and she waived, I guess, the 2 warrants I had, I think for Brownstown, but the address was wrong. I told her I never knew I had warrants. I had moved, so I never got nothing in the mail. So she had dismissed those 2. I don't have any more warrants. I'm aware.
I'm sorry?
I said I don't have any other warrants.
Well, as of March 21, you had 1 out of Romulus and 1 out of Allen Park. Have you been there in the last 4 days?
No, I don't even go that area. No.
I'm telling you, they're on.
I don't know why. I'll call them, but I don't know why I would have a warrant for either city.
It's got your date of birth. It's got everything pretty accurate here on both of these. You better go check over with them.
Okay.
Okay.
You said Romulus and where else?
Allen Park. So 34th District Court and the 24th District Court. Allen Park is its own court and the 34th is in Romulus.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So here's what I'm going to do. Lisa, give me a 7/7/1 date. Just make it 3 months out. I'm gonna make it non-reporting probation. You cannot leave the state with this is on the 7/7/1 case for the misdemeanor charge of false information. You gave wrong information. So
okay.
I'm gonna place you on non-reporting probation for 3 months. You cannot leave the state without the consent of the court or violate any law. You must appear in court as directed. I'm simply going to go fines 50, costs 50, 75 victims' rights fee, $50 justice assessment. I'm going to waive your probation fees of 20 a month. Your total is 225. You stay out of trouble, non-reporting probation. We're going to give you a review hearing date. If you're compliant, didn't get in any trouble, did everything I asked you to do, that case will be dismissed. So first of all, Lisa, can you give me a date in mid-June or so?
June 18th at 9 o'clock.
June 18th at 9 o'clock will be your court date, okay? You're going to go down the hall and get that date, and that will be the review hearing date. On the other file, you got to take care of these tickets. I'm not going to order you to go there. You need to go there and get a valid license, or you're going to end up back here.
Well,
oh, wait, just listen.
Oh, I'm sorry.
100 fines, 165 costs, 75 victims' rights fee, $50 justice assessment, 395 or 60 days, okay? So you'll 395 plus 225 for a total of 615. Can you pay all that?
Today?
Yes.
No, not today.
How much can you pay today?
I have to look and see.
Can you pay the?
I can pay something today though.
Can you pay the 225 on the false
information? I think I can pay 225.
All right, you pay that now.
Okay.
And then I see you're making good money, so I'll just go ahead and set you up on a plan of $75 per week on the suspend, and I'll start that beginning on April the 7th. Can you do that?
Yes.
If you need more time, you call the court. We'll go on Zoom or come in here on or before the due date, 8:30. I will be glad to give you an extension.
Okay.
I wish you well. Stay out of trouble now. Get that license taken care of.
I was trying to before this day, but I had got an extra suspension. I don't know why for 90 days. I was supposed to be able to re-get it.
You got to show up in court. You just tell them. You got to show up in court. It's not good when you don't show up in court. All right. I wish you well, ma'am.
Thank you.
Best of luck.
Thank you.
Raphael Kiwan Darius Senegal 25B1488083. Should have been a lawyer. You got yourself a good deal here. Your name?
Raphael Senegal.
You're going to plead. You met with the prosecutor. You're going to plead to allowing an unlicensed driver to drive. And they're going to dismiss the suspend, true?
Yes,
Is that what you want to do?
yes,
That's 0 points. It won't go on your record. The possible penalties are up to 500 fines, 90 days jail. Costs are all those. Do you understand that?
yes,
Did you sign, read, and understand the advice of rights?
yes,
If you plead guilty, you'll be giving up all those rights, and there will not be a hearing or a trial. Do you understand that?
yes.
You have the right to a lawyer. If you want, I'll give you one, or do you still wish to waive it?
I don't need one.
You waive your right to a lawyer?
Yes,
You understand all your rights?
yes,
The charge, allowing an unlicensed driver to drive, how do you plead?
guilty,
I'm sorry,
guilty.
were you in control of a 2007 Dodge that was being operated on I-75 southbound to Breland in Brownstown
Yes,
on February 18 to 25?
yes,
To allow somebody to drive that was unlicensed, and was that you?
me.
Are you on probation?
Huh?
Are you on probation?
I'm not on anything.
I can't hear you.
I'm not on anything.
You're not on parole either.
No, I'm not on anything.
Anybody force you to plead guilty?
No,
Please accept it. You realize you have about 6 or 7 warrants?
I paid everything I got on my name off. She would say she wrote it on the bottom of the page so you can see it.
Wait a minute. Did you write something for me, Lisa?
She just wrote on the bottom of that page that you got
I
right at
think
the
you used
bottom.
the skip form.
Oh,
Paid everything.
oh, you have a valid license. Good for you. Did you clear all your warrants?
Yeah, I did everything.
Good. Where do you work at?
I'm a construction worker
All right.
for budget construction.
Well, I can go light on you now. You all right with that, or
Yeah, I am.
anything you want to tell me?
Honestly, man, I'm gonna be honest. The ticket that my license was suspended for, it wasn't even me. I just paid it off.
Well, you had multiple warrants, so,
I got a brother that's on drugs. He used my name all the time.
well, that's not good, nice of him.
I just did what I had to do for myself. So I did what I had to do.
I'll tell you what, I'm gonna go light. 100, this light as I'm gonna be. 100 fines, 25 costs, 75 victims' rights, $50 justice assessment, 250 or 30 days. Go down the hall, take care of that, and you're all set.
Okay.
And you have that now?
I should have it on my card.
If you don't, tell me.
I should have it on my card.
All
I should
right.
have it.
Well, if you don't, Lisa, if he doesn't,
I should have it, man.
just zoom in. Okay,
I should have it.
good luck.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're a respectful young man.
Thanks, man.
Michael Gerard Barnes, 24W833715, A and B, and 24B146487, and 25B148100, A, B, and C. Your name?
Michael Barnes. How are you doing today, Your Honor?
How do you think I'm doing after I look at your files when you've been ignoring this?
Not too good.
I mean, come on. This is not. I'm sure every judge is troubled by this, but maybe me more so than others, because I find it incredibly disrespectful, not to me, to our system. You cannot do this. You can't do this. This is a no-no. You're getting off to a bad start. You're 21. You have the right to a lawyer on these. I'll be happy to provide you with one at public expense. Would you like a lawyer?
I'm not sure if I should get a
Let's
lawyer.
get you a lawyer. I'm still going to be fair with you, Mr. Barnes, but we're going to stop doing this. We're going to have a big problem. All right, we'll get you a lawyer and you'll come back in front of me either way, people against Toe. David Toe, 25I-805-13A and B and C. Guys, come on up here, Miss Hamami. How are you?
Good morning, Your Honor. Lisa Hamani on behalf of Brookfield Township.
I see you're on the Board of Commissioners.
I am Judge. I'm the president-elect September.
I did not realize that. I thought your letter was very well written.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. We're getting a lot of blowback.
Well, you're getting blowback?
Yes, sir.
Bad blowback?
Yes, sir.
Really?
I'll say at last count, we were at 69% of neutral and positive, and we've gotten a lot of negative responses. I'll tell you, some of the positive responses indicated that it was too vanilla, but.
Your name?
David Toth.
Okay. This has been going on too long for my liking.
Actually, Judge, this is a new citation that was issued. Mr. Toth has complied with most of the requirements that the tickets were issued for. There's literally one remaining item, and it's a backhoe that's being stored on the property, and he's agreed to remove it and put it in storage.
Lisa, when do we have a date? In 2 weeks with Rosio?
April 9th at 8:30.
So April 9th at 8:30. So that's, I'm gonna set a formal hearing. I want everybody to know. If he's compliant before then, you're not here next week, are you?
No, Judge, I come every other week.
Pardon me?
I'm here every other week.
Right. One of these days, I'm gonna figure out who's here when. You
There's
think,
too many jurisdictions.
well, that's part of it. And the other part is I just do what they tell me. April the 9th at 8:30. We'll see you back here, but I'm setting it for a formal, okay? And if you take care of everything, you can simply send in a stip to dismiss. Yeah. Well, no, either way, you're gonna have to come back. I'm sorry. But if it's done, I don't care if you appear by Zoom, if you've got everything done, you can appear by Zoom if you'd like, okay?
I just misunderstood the order. I thought I had to move it. They didn't say remove it. I just need to put the backhoe in storage until the construction begins again.
Okay. So you can appear by Zoom on April 9th. Just get that done and she'll move to dismiss, okay?
Okay.
Have a good day. Timothy Patrick Daly, 24I-76085. What are we doing on this one? Tell me this is over. What's going on? I
Morning,
can't.
I'm Lisa Mommy on behalf of Rosio Township.
I told them your name.
My name is Timothy Daly.
Judge, we are here today on a review hearing. On December 19th, the defendant pled responsibility and ordered the removal of the shed that had been constructed within the setback. Mr. Daly has made some significant efforts. He has removed the majority of the shed, but if I can approach with photographs that show.
Why haven't you done it yet?
I'm sorry.
Why haven't you done that yet? I gave
I
you.
did it. I hired some.
I'm asking.
I removed everything. I left a tool rack sitting there. It's not it's just, I can show you what it is. And it's just a tool rack for my rakes and stuff. And they're saying I found out 15 minutes ago that's unacceptable. I mean, nobody's ever talked to me and said, oh no, we need more. I thought we were all done. I was coming here to close it all out. That's where I'm at. So, I mean.
Well, all I did was order him to remove the shed.
Judge, may I approach the
Yes,
photos? I
yes.
think that will enlighten you.
Sure.
Under our ordinance, that is still a structure and it's within the side yard setback. He's indicating that he's built something on that wall where he has put tools, but technically, Judge, even a fence is a structure because it's put into the ground.
Yeah, you still got this existing? You agree with this?
Yeah, I have pictures right here. Same thing.
Let me see your pictures. I just want to make sure. Are these duplicates?
No, I haven't seen the pictures. I don't know. I don't know when they come on the property, right?
They were taken from the neighbors.
You still got. So you're saying to me, Judge, he has to take down all this, right?
Within the 6 feet of the there's a 6 foot side yard setback that he's not meeting.
Right.
That structure is still a structure within the 6 foot side yard setback. I mean, even a fence is a structure, so clearly that is a structure.
Well, are you talking about just the portion of the area? What about this part? Are you saying he has to get these off too, according to your ordinance? I'm talking about.
The attachments to the garage.
Correct.
those were left on so I didn't have to reseal it. I mean, it's just to protect it from rain because I had to go attach to, I mean,
I don't see why he has to take those off.
If it's not attached to the ground, it's not a structure by definition of the ordinance. I can read you the definition of the ordinance, Judge, if that will help.
Well, I just want to make sure, you're just asking that, well, I only ordered the shed to be removed. Now, I don't have a problem with extending that to this aspect.
Well, but that technically is the shell of the shed. That's the wall.
I get it, but not the part on the garage.
I mean, technically, it is still a structure, Judge, but I'll defer to the court.
Your Honor, I'll agree to anything. I just need to know what has to be done. I thought it was completed and I thought this would be.
Well, what about the wood that he wants in the area of the gutters there, it looks like, right? No, that's not by gutters. You just had that wood put on
That
there.
used to
That was
be the
part of the
roof.
roof of the
It used
shed.
to be the
And you're
roof.
saying if you take them out, you're afraid there's gonna be,
Well, I then have to reside the whole garage. I'm just trying to minimize the amount of work I have to do this. That's all.
I got it.
It's just
Mr.
for rain
Mami.
protection, so I don't have to redo my.
Do you have the building officials here? Anybody?
Judge, the portion that's stuck on the siding with the understanding that it would be very cost prohibitive. The code enforcement officer in the courtroom here today has indicated that that would be acceptable to remain. But the other side of it, that's clearly within the 6-foot side yard setback against the fence, that would need to be removed.
Right. And the wood that, right, and the wood that goes from, I don't know what direction I'm looking in, from that.
From the garage. to
Correct.
the-
You understand that, sir?
Yes.
I want you to take off.
Can I know? I'm sorry.
I want you to take off.
So just cut it down or what?
No,
What
we
is
have to
it?
take it down.
You're gonna have to take that part down.
Okay. There's cement there's cement posts that go all the way into the ground. What is, I just don't want it to come back. I want to get it completed. I need to know, who can I talk to that can say, here's what that means. Cut it here with a saw, dig this out with a backhoe. I mean, I just need to know what they want me to do.
I'm telling you what I want you to do.
Yes, sir.
I want you to remove this
Yeah.
and this 2x4 that goes up to that fence with what I'm gonna call a fenced in area.
Okay.
It's not,
That's just there as a brace to.
I got it. I want that removed and the 2x4 that goes parallel to the ground.
Okay.
And that's it, Ms. Hamami. If not, speak now or forever hold your peace if you don't want, if you think that's not going to be in compliance with your ordinance.
I understood the.
Let me see. Come on up here. Come
I
on up here.
understood the 2x4, that's the brace for this wall, but this whole wall, you're saying has to come down?
Yes.
Yes, I agree.
And then the 2x4.
That's correct, Judge.
And everything else on the garage or near it gets to stay.
Provided there is no further addition or expansion.
Well, yeah, but that's a different issue. He understands. So
Yes.
that's what I'm ordering you to do. I'm gonna give you 2 weeks, okay? Mr. Daly,
Yes.
and you come back and take care of that and we'll be all set, all right? Adjourn 2 weeks. What day did you give me again, Lisa? The 9th?
April 9th, 8:45.
April 9th at 8:45. Okay, Mr. Daly?
Yes.
Do you have any questions? All right. Have a good day. Good luck. I'm gonna hand you back your pictures, both of you here. Okay? Thank you. All right, Nicholas Holmes, Nicholas George Holmes, 25I414912. Is Mr. Holmes here,
He
Lisa?
was Judge. I don't see him anymore.
Can you call him and tell him to come on and I'll get him out of here?
Yep, I'll give him a call.
All right, thanks. Williamson, Zachary Richard Williamson, 25B1478048 and B. Mr. Williamson, your name?
Hello,
Yeah, your name, sir?
Zachary Williamson.
Mr. Fakaz, your name?
Good morning, Judge. Roman Fitzai on behalf of Mr. Williamson.
Good
Hello.
morning. So does he stand mute, wait for a reading here, counsel?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, I'm gonna enter a not guilty plea. Does he have any priors? He's only 19 though, 20, right? He's only
Yes,
20?
Yes, he has no priors and we have no discovery. I've spoken with the prosecutor and we've agreed to an adjournment. She needs like 4 weeks to put some videos together and so forth, so.
All right, he understands he's not legally able to drink alcohol yet, right?
Yes,
All right, sir, $1,000 personal bond. You cannot leave the state without the consent of the court or violate any law. You must appear in court as directed. No alcohol, no marijuana, no illegal drugs. I want you going to AA once a week. This scares me a little bit, okay? You shouldn't be in here at 20. I don't want you to say a word, but I want you going to AA, NA. You have to go in person. And every time you go, you have to have the form signed just once a week. I'll give you a pretrial date, counsel. We'll set that up. And what do you have, Lisa?
Is 4 weeks okay, Judge?
Yeah, that's fine.
April 23rd at 8:30.
April 23rd at 8:30. You're
okay,
good
one
then?
sec. Would that be via Zoom, Judge? I'm gonna be out of town that week.
Well, I'd like you to have, what I do on these, I don't mind if retained lawyers are with their clients by Zoom, but I would prefer them to be in the same office. I hate to go out 6 weeks. Then that's the next date.
What about the
Um,
16th, April 16th in the morning?
Lisa, what is that now? Can I do it that day?
That's Judge Hessen's Brownstown Day.
Oh,
If you're here at 8:30, counsel,
okay, I can be there.
can you do 8:30? So I don't
Yep.
need you here. Either your client has to be at your office or you both have to be here. That's all.
Okay,
Okay?
All right.
April 16th at 8:30. We'll see you here then. And I'm entering a plea of denial in the failure to stop assured clear distance. Good luck. Thank you,
Very
gentlemen.
good.
Anything else, counsel?
that's it, Judge. Appreciate it. Thank
Have
you.
a good day. Thank you.
Yep.
Nicholas George Holmes, 255-414-912. Good morning, Mr. Holmes. How are you?
Good morning, Your Honor. Very good, thank you.
All the high-priced lawyers are here today. And I bet you this one's pro bono.
Absolutely.
All right. So your appearance, please.
Daniel Holmes appearing on behalf of Nicholas Holmes.
All right. So this is going to be a plea to impeding, and they're going to dismiss the original charge, right?
That's correct, Your Honor.
And you're authorized to enter this plea on his behalf?
Yes, I am.
All right. To that charge of impeding on his behalf, responsible or not responsible?
Responsible.
Please accepted, 170, original charge dismissed. I'll give him until the 4th to pay, okay? We want
Okay,
him to
very
pay,
good.
not his parents or anybody else, right?
That's correct.
All right, have a good day. Thank you.
Okay, thank you,
Take care.
Judge. Bye now.
Bye now. Good to see you. Michael Albert, Cadamus Jr., 25B147949. I knew this would work out for you. Your name?
Michael Cadamus?
You're gonna plead to the civil infraction, no registration, right?
Yes.
Responsible or not responsible to that? Next time, tell your employer not to tell you to miss a court date, okay?
He don't care. He's my
Well,
boss.
he's gonna learn, and when he has you arrested, when you get arrested, that's not right either. 125 is your total original charge dismissed. Can you pay that now?
I get paid next Thursday.
I'll let you pay it next Friday, which is April
Okay.
the 4th,
That's
okay?
paid off. Thank you.
Have a good day.
Where do I get to go out there to that?
You don't have to go anywhere. Just come back 125 by next Friday, or you can pay online on 33court.com with your case number, okay? All right, Gregory Lynn Sorrell, 24W837-169A, 25W837-500, 24W837-169B, and 25B147474. All right, counsel, your appearance.
Thank you, Judge, and good morning. For the record, House Counsel Attorney Mike Baldwin, P 65417, on behalf of all four matters. Judge, today's the date and time set on.
Mr. Sorrell, you have to unmute, sir.
Today's the date and time set.
Hang on, I gotta get him on record.
Yes,
Just wait.
Judge.
Mr. Sorrell, I need you to unmute there on your left, up near the device there.
There, it don't matter. Go ahead.
Your name?
Oh, here we go again. All them tickets you gave me for nothing, all your cops. Gregory L. Sorrell, yeah, crossing the street, man, 10 tickets. Gregory L. Sorrell, there you go, all your cops. Gregory L. Sorrell, especially one. Gregory L. Sorrell, you know it. I gotta say it again.
He pled no contest to trespassing.
That is correct.
I don't see where a bond was set unless you can tell me one on this, Lisa.
Don't matter, man. I'm not gonna pay it anyway. I'm just gonna stay here. So there you go.
Mr. Sorrell, Mr. Sorrell, just chill out. Let me finish. Let me try to do this. Right.
Yeah, whatever, Nally. Hey, Nally, whatever. I don't care. I'm sick of this crap. Your cops giving me 10 tickets for crossing the street. I'm sick of it. Yeah, look at them. They're crossing the street, man, waiting across. I had one drink and went across the street and he's trying to get drunk.
Mr. Sorrell, Mr. Sorrell.
I don't care, man. Get me off here.
Just wait a second. Will you please?
Go ahead and do something. I don't care. But
I don't know what you're telling me you don't care about. You've got a,
because your cops keep stopping me, man. 20 tickets for what? Crossing the street, taking my cart on ice and having to go on the road for a minute. They go when it was icy, man. That's what them tickets, a lot of them are for. That's what I'm talking about. And hey, they shun the homeless. That's what's up, man. I know your cops, Woodhaven especially Woodhaven. There you go. Go ahead. Go ahead. So what?
Just wait. Just calm down.
There's no calming down with your cops, man. 20 tickets.
They're not my cops. They don't work for me. I have nothing to do with them.
They send you to court.
Stop.
There you go.
If you want, I'm gonna move this out and I'll just let you sit in jail. Just let me deal with this. I'll be fair with you, but stop interrupting me and stop arguing with me, okay?
All right. There you go. There. Get by.
Lisa, did the judge, it looks like, I think it was Judge Tabby, did he set a bond on this trespassing case?
No, after this case, he was picked up on a felony. So we did a writ to get him out today.
Yeah. And what is the state of the felony? He's still in custody. I just took the waiver and that's next Tuesday for arraignment on the information, right?
Correct.
I'm gonna be more unfair with you, but you need to listen to me, Mr. Sorrell. Okay, just please listen before I tell you what I'm gonna do. And be respectful, and I'm gonna be very fair with you. Okay? But you gotta listen to me. What do you want to say? Anything?
Judge, today's the time set for sentencing. I don't believe that there was a PSI on this. It's trespass. It was no contest. If my memory serves me correctly, I don't have the notes from last time. I believe that we were going to hold the other proceedings 69A, B, and 500 because I believe Judge Kirsten was on bench at that time. And I do believe that there may have been consideration for a dismissal on one, if not two of these contempts.
For what?
I'd have to see the files, Your Honor.
No, it just addressed the trespassing was a no contest plea.
And I was present on that day. So those are in default, the 69AB and 500. Obviously, I'm going to ask for time served, any jail credit. As we know, Mr. Sorrell in the community, he is not gainfully employed. He is mentally challenged. He is confident. And we're just going to ask for some jail credit and close the file.
Anything you want to say, Mr. Sorrell?
No, except for everyone shuns the home. I went in to warm up with the laundromat the one time and fell asleep and they gave me a ticket for that. And I spent money in there. And the one charge, I know I can't bring it up, but I was not guilty. I just didn't want to stay in county and I went for that. None of them other charges are true. Every one of them, except for this last one, that cop deserved it because he kept on giving me tickets for laying stuff, crossing the street, go up 100 yards and cross the street when I walked 20 miles already. I'm going to go up to the corner 100 yards and cross the street instead of going straight across the street. No, I'm not. So they can give me tickets for that all day long. I'm not going to walk an extra 100 yards and cross at the lights. Sorry. Now, when I walk 20 miles a day already, no way. So they give me lane tickets all day long for that because I'm not going to walk 100 yards up to the light to cross. That's what them tickets, a lot of them are for lately. Yeah, that same cop, P-Brain. I call him.
Okay.
There you go. That's what I got to say. There you go, P-Brain. And P-Brain had it coming, that's what I'm going to say in court. He had it coming, he did, because he kept on harassing me. Harassment.
All right. All right. I've heard enough now.
All right, I'm
I've
done.
heard enough. Do you remember what I said? I said, I'm gonna be very fair with you if you're respectful.
All right,
Stop.
I'm
You're
done.
so, Mr. Sorrell.
I told you the truth. I'm done. There you go, I'm done. There. Done.
I don't know why at the age of, you're younger than me by 2 years. I don't know why at 64, you would be so angry all the time. There's like,
The cops,
we're
man.
not.
You got 100
Stop.
times. You got stopped over 100 times. Let me talk one more time. Over 100 times, man. Look it up for nothing for like going in a laundromat or gas stations and stuff, man. Kicked out for witnessing for Jesus because it's Muslims that don't like me because they own the gas stations. That's why. You wouldn't like it either. You wouldn't like it. Wouldn't.
All right. All right. I've heard enough. Lisa, I want you to mute Mr. Sorrell so he doesn't interrupt me again, but he will be able to hear me. I don't know why you're so angry, sir. You constantly are in here. I've tried with you. I don't know what else to do with you. We've had more cases with you, I think, than anybody else in the last year and a half. I could stand corrected. Maybe somebody else is on there more, but they're going to put them on the front of the American Bar Journal or something and say, this guy really gets in trouble. Now, I don't know what else to tell you. I don't understand why you're doing this, but I'm still going to be fair. I'm giving you credit for time served on all these. There was no bond set. I'm going to make the assumption that the judge would have set a cash bond of some type. And therefore, since you've been in custody since February the 26th, at least on this, which is 28 days, all these civil infractions, you get credit, 1 day credit for every $10 served on that. Trespass, 10 days jail, credit 10. As far as these cases are concerned, I'm releasing you and giving you credit. I wish you well, and that's all I can say. Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you,
Thanks.
Judge.
Darelick, Hannah Lee Darelick, 24B146573B.
Your Honor, today's date time set for a pretrial. Ms. Derlick, can you just please state your full legal name for the record?
Hannah Derelick.
Attorney Mike Baldwin on behalf of Ms. Derlick. Today's date time set for a pretrial. We've had an opportunity to speak with the prosecutor. We're adding an additional count of a no registration, a civil infraction.
Can I ask you a question? Why would you act like a fugitive on this? Why weren't you here? You didn't show up in August, September twice. We adjourned it to September. Listen to me. Talk to me. Don't talk to him. I'm asking you a question why you're acting like a fugitive on this. You were here August 28th. I adjourned it to September 11th. You didn't show up then. You didn't show up September 25th. And then in February of 25, you decided to show up. Why are you acting like this?
I showed up on February because I had like.
I know, but you were supposed to be here in September.
I had.
What if
all the
I didn't
money to
show
pay
up here
it
for
then.
5 months? Everybody'd be outraged, as they should be. Look at it that way, seriously. I'm serious. Why weren't you here in September?
I just didn't have like any money to put down.
You don't have to worry about money. We're not about money.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, I'm going to fine you. But under no circumstance, if somebody shows a little bit of courtesy, have I ever sent anybody to jail because they didn't have money. Not unless I've given them 8 times or they've repeatedly ignored me. The charge, no registration, responsible or not responsible.
Responsible.
Original charge dismissed, 135. You can go down the hall and pay that,
Okay.
and you're all set.
Okay.
Ma'am, listen to what I'm saying, please. Don't do this again. Judges don't like this. Good luck.
Okay.
All right, 25B147956, Diane Denise Ferguson.
Judge, if it please the court, I have 2
I'm
regular.
gonna get Mr. Gene Ferguson out of here. Mr. Ferguson, how are you?
Very good. Nice to see you.
It's really good to see you too. Your appearance?
Yes, Gene Ferguson. Appearing on behalf
All
of
right.
Diane Ferguson.
All right, so you're authorized hearing this plea on her behalf, and you're gonna plead to 5 over, right?
I am
To that charge, responsible or not responsible?
responsible.
I'll accept the plea. 195, the disobeyed traffic signal causing an accident is dismissed. Can you pay that today, or does she want time, or how do you want to do it? It's up to you.
Can I call over there and pay it by phone? Do I have to come over?
No, you can go on 33court.com with your case number. I'll tell you what, I'll give you until the 4th, but you can go right on 33court.com.
Yeah, we'll pay it today. But I did want to tell you that somehow I'm thinking we're talking by Zoom today. And I remember the day right after you were elected, you're in this little cubbyhole of an office. And here we are 35 years later doing it by Zoom. Who would have known?
Isn't that the truth? I think about those days a lot. That was 1995. And you're right. What a difference. I'm not sure all this change has been as good as others think, the M-filing and all these other things that they got us doing that I'm not a big fan of, but maybe that's because I'm old, 32-year-old kids probably would love to do all these things on computers. And it's just amazing though.
Yeah, but as a practitioner, like a solo practitioner, you have to get in my car and drive down and file stuff. And it's way easier. It's a godsend.
No, I get it. I understand that. But you could file it by mail too, right? I mean.
No, I know. I know what you're saying. I still drive to the bank to make deposits, so I get it.
Good to see you, really. If you get over here, stop and say hi, will you please?
No, I'd like to. I will. Thank you.
Thanks a lot. Have a good day. Take care.
You too.
Haley Marie Shirlitz, 25B147911A.
Again, thank you, Judge. Again, for the record, House Counsel Attorney Mike Baldwin on behalf of Ms. Shirlitz. Miss, can you just please state your full legal name for the record?
Haley Marie Shirlitz.
Judge, today's the date and time set for a show cause. I have had an opportunity to speak with prosecution. At this time, we're going to add allowing an unlicensed driver to operate a motor vehicle. In return, driving while license suspended would be dismissed. Prosecutor's motioning to dismiss the expired plate, and she will plead responsible to the no proof of insurance.
Is that right, ma'am? Is that what you want to do?
Yes.
For purposes of arraignment and misdemeanor, does she stand mute, wait formal reading?
Yes, and I do apologize. I did not see that on the docket.
That's all right. I'll enter a not guilty plea. We're going to go ahead. The default judgment's in effect, but since the prosecutor agreed to dismiss it, I'm going to assume that they have no objection to setting aside the default, which is that's not an exact leap in logic either. So if she pleads to no proof and pleads to allow an unlicensed driver to drive, I'm going to dismiss the suspend, and I'm going to also dismiss the expired plate on motion to prosecute. Is that what you want to do, ma'am?
Yes.
If you plead on that, allowing an unlicensed driver to drive, the possible penalties are up to 500 fines, 90 days jail, costs are all those. And then I will you're in default on the no proof insurance. I'll dismiss the drive while suspend and the expired plate. You understand that?
Yes.
And did you sign, read, and understand an advice of rights form here today?
Yes, I did.
If you plead guilty, you'll be giving up all those rights, and there will not be a hearing or a trial. Do you understand that?
Yes.
All right. You understand all your rights?
Yes.
Any questions on those rights?
No.
To the charge driving, allowing the licensed driver to drive, how do you plead?
Guilty.
To the charge, well, first of all, were you in control of a 2014 Chrysler that was being operated on February 8 of 25 on Allen near Sibley in Brownstown? Yes? You got it.
Yes, sorry.
Did you allow somebody to drive that was unlicensed, and was that you?
Yes.
Are you on probation?
No.
Parole?
No.
Anybody in the world force you to plead guilty?
No.
Plea is accepted to that charge. I'll keep the judgment in effect on the no proof. I'll dismiss the expired plate, dismiss the suspense. So I'm going to sentence you on allowing a licensed driver to drive and impose fines on the other. I'm
Okay.
talking on the no proof. You didn't have insurance at all? You got to have insurance.
I understand.
Counsel, what would you like to say? Anything?
Yeah, she's got a valid license, Judge, and we're very grateful for that. I did advise her that she does have 2 open warrants for traffic matters that she needs to get resolved.
I did speak to somebody on the phone about that when I found out that my license was suspended. I called here and asked them. They told me to pay the previous tickets. And then when I came in here today, we discussed those tickets.
I don't know if that's under.
Are they in here?
No.
They're for Brownstown, I do believe. I can get them paid, just not right away.
Well, I don't have those files in front of me, so you're gonna have to go down and talk to them.
Okay, that's fine.
On the allowing unlicensed driver to drive, 100 fines, 110 costs, 75 victims' rights fee, $50 justice assessment, 335 or 60 days, 185 on the no proof insurance. So your total here is 510. Can you pay all that today? 520 actually. How much do you have today?
I don't get paid
Where do
till
you work?
Friday. I work at Rivergate Terrace in Riverview.
Can you pay it all by Friday?
No, I'd need at least like another 3 weeks.
She has 5 kids, Judge.
Yeah, my rent is due the 1st, so
You have 5 kids?
yes, I
Is
do.
the husband father around?
I'm a single mom. I just went through like a whole domestic violence situation.
Is he paying
Less
child?
than a year to
Is he
go.
paying child support?
No, he's not.
Is he the father of all 5 kids?
My younger 3.
Where does he work?
He works at MQRG in Detroit.
Yeah.
I have a PPO against him and everything. We're still waiting on papers to go through like custody and child support and everything. I've called down to the friend of the court asking them when these papers are gonna come in, so we can establish custody and everything. Unfortunately, it's just me with them all the time.
$40 a week you pay beginning April the 18th. She's going to pay off the civil infraction first. And then you're going to pay off the allowing a licensed driver to drive. If you ever need more time, no problem. Don't get scared. Call the court or come in here. On or before the due date, I'll be happy to work with you, okay?
Okay, you said 40 every week?
Correct.
Okay, I get paid bi-weekly. Can we do something within that? Or could I just do like $80 and that be
Yeah.
considered? Okay,
Can you pay 80 bi-weekly?
yeah, I can do 80.
Okay, then
bi-weekly.
just pay your $80, the first payment due, and then you don't have to pay until 2 weeks later.
Okay,
Okay?
okay.
Best of luck to you.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Judge. You take care. Just go down to the counter and get your paper. Judge,
Jacqueline Fears, 25B82548.
Judge,
Come on,
my client has medical condition. May she remain?
You're fine. You're
Thank
fine.
you. Attorney Mike Baldwin, House Counsel, P 65417 on behalf of Ms. Spears. Ms. Spears, can you just state your full legal name?
Jacqueline D. Fears.
She stand mute, wait for my reading?
Yes, she
Not
does.
guilty, please entered for $100 personal bond. Ma'am, you cannot leave the state without consent or violate a law. You must appear in court as directed. Those are your bond conditions. I'm giving you a $100 personal bond. We're going to give you a new court date. What is that, April the 9th, Lisa?
April the 9th at 9 o'clock.
And if you want a petition for a court-appointed lawyer, you're going to have to fill out a petition for one. I need to determine that you're indigent, okay?
We'll do that right now.
All right, so I wish you well.
Thank you.
Good luck. Thank you
John.
very much.
Thank you.
Adam Schrum. Adam Nicholas Schrum.
The court officer will take care of you.
25B1479528.
Okay.
See?
Hi, good morning. Yes, Adam Nicholas Schrum.
Where's your lawyer?
My lawyer court appointed, he should be.
Well, it's you who got an adjournment saying you were going to hire a lawyer.
Not correct, sir. He wants me
Wait a
to.
minute, whoa.
Mike.
This judge didn't just write down, didn't you tell the judge that was here, listen, let me ask.
Yes, yes,
Wait,
Honorable.
wait, just let me finish. Did you or did you not tell the judge on February 26th that you were gonna hire your own lawyer?
I said I may, Your Honor. I may hire.
Well, where do you work at?
I work at Seal Tech Installation.
How much do you make there?
Around $18 an hour.
How many hours do you work?
We're only working 20 to 30 hours each week because the business is slow.
This case is moving along too slow for me right now.
Yes, sir.
Do you want a lawyer going forward?
Court appointment, I mean, to be honest, with you, sir, I have video evidence of the traffic stop. They want me
I don't
to
care.
submit, I know. They want me to submit, I believe.
Listen, I'm just asking if you want a lawyer.
Yes, sir. Yes. Yes, sir.
You can fill out a petition for one.
Yes, sir.
I'm adjourning this for 2 weeks. It says no driving without valid license. That was one of the bond conditions ordered by the judge. April 9th at what time, Lisa?
9:30.
At 9:30. You can fill out a petition for one, and then if it doesn't resolve next time, I'm gonna go ahead and set it for trial,
Yes,
okay?
sir. Thank you.
All right, we'll see you back. Don't go anywhere. You gotta fill out a petition for one, then you're gonna go down the hall and get your notice, okay?
Yes, sir.
Janae Pinkston? Janae Monique? Pinkston, 25B147812. A and B, your name. All right, you have the right to a lawyer. Do you want a lawyer?
Yes.
You got to keep your voice up
Yeah.
way louder than that, okay? I'll give you a lawyer, but when you come back up, you got to keep your voice up for me, okay?
Okay.
Go out in the hallway, we'll set you up with a lawyer, we'll meet with the lawyer, and then either way, after he or she talks to the prosecutor, you're coming in here, okay?
Okay.
Kind. Joshua Jeremiah King, 25B147798A. And B, Mr. King, your name? Operating while intoxicated and open intox, you have the right to a lawyer. Do you want a lawyer?
Yes, sir.
We'll set you up with a lawyer too on this one. Who's this? So you can go right out in the hallway. The lawyer will meet with you, and then you're coming back in front of me either way, okay?
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. People against Marcus Adam Ledyard.
Thank you, Ron.
25B147709A and B and C. Do you have any more, Mr. Crawford?
Not ready.
Come on up, Mr. Ledyard. Your name?
Marcus Ledyard.
All right, so you met with the prosecutor. You're going to plead guilty to drive while license not valid, right?
Yes.
You're going to plead responsible to distracted driving causing an accident, right?
Yes.
And then they're going to dismiss failure to yield and no proof of insurance, right?
Yes.
All right, is that what you want to do?
Yes.
If you plead to a driving while unlicensed or license not valid, possible penalties are up to 500 fines, 93 days jail, costs of all those. Do you understand that?
Yes.
And did you sign, read, and understand the advice or rights form here?
Yes, sir.
If you plead guilty, you will be giving up all those rights, and there will not be a hearing, not be a trial. Do you understand that?
Yes.
All right. You still have the right to a lawyer. I know you waived it before, but I'm going to tell you again. If you want a lawyer and you can't afford one, I'll be happy to appoint you one. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Would you like a lawyer?
No.
I can't hear you.
No.
To the charge, drive while license not valid. How do you plead?
Guilty.
Were you operating a motor vehicle on March 3 of 25 at 8:32 in the morning on Racco near Doncaster in Brownstown Township?
Yes.
Was your license invalid? And if so, why?
Unpaid tickets.
Are you on probation right now?
No.
Parole?
No.
Anybody in the world force you to plead guilty?
No.
All right, I'm gonna accept your plea. And again, to the charge distracted driving, responsible or not responsible?
Responsible.
I'll accept that plea. I will dismiss the failure to yield, causing accident, dismiss the no proof of insurance. So we're gonna sentence you on the distracted driving as well as on the drive while license not valid. You never had a valid license, have you?
Yes, once.
When? Why are you driving around when you don't have a license? You're driving around, it's crazy. You got all kinds of cases on here.
I was actually taking my son to school.
You can't drive. You don't have a license.
Right.
Why aren't you going to get a license? It's not that hard. Right?
Right.
I mean, is there a reason that I'm missing as to why you're not going to get a license?
No reason. No reason. Just old tickets, that's all.
Well, you got it. Yeah. Where do you work?
Lake Point Yacht Club.
What do you do there? What do you do there?
Chef.
Look, I'm gonna cut you a break, but you come back in front of me with this record and not taking care of these, we're gonna have a problem, okay?
Yes.
100 fines, 225 costs, 75 victims' rights, $50 justice assessment, 450 or 93 days, 195 on the distracted driving. Your total here amounts to $645. Can you pay all that today?
No, but I get a check Friday. I can pay. It's a week for sure.
You get a check this Friday or next?
This Friday coming up.
All right, I'll tell you what, you pay the 195 on the distracted driving by Monday, okay?
Yes.
That will be on the 31st, all right? And then how much can you pay, if anything, on the drive while license not valid by that day, or do you want more time?
By Monday?
Yeah. You get paid weekly or bi-weekly?
I get paid weekly.
I'll tell you what, I'll just have you pay 75 a week on the misdemeanor beginning on April the 7th. How's that?
That's fine, thank you.
So you're gonna pay 195 Friday, then 75 a week. And if you don't have the money, no problem. Come in here, talk to me, or go on Zoom. You can call the court, say, can I go on and talk to the judge? And I'll be happy to give you an extension. Just don't ignore me, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Have a good day.
You too.
Rose Anna Martinez, 25B147937, A, B, and C. Good morning, Mr. Bulahanis.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Ma'am, your name
Rosa Martinez.
and your appearance?
Greg Bulahanis on behalf of Rosa Martinez, Your Honor.
All right, so she has open intox and drunk driving, or OWI, I should say. Does she stand mute, wait formal reading?
Yes, Your Honor.
Not guilty plea is entered. And also I'll enter a plea of denial on the civil infraction charge, file C, which is PBT refusal. Does she have any priors of any kind?
I think she has one prior, and she has this case. She's an Ohio resident, I believe, Your Honor.
Right.
So, I was retained yesterday on this case, Your Honor. So I'm getting up to speed on it. And then, the reason we're asking for an adjournment for the pretrial is that I need to, Caitlin's gonna email me the discovery.
That's fine. Ma'am, have you had any priors?
In Ohio,
When?
July 4th, 2020.
2024?
Yeah.
Are you on probation still?
Yes,
How old is she?
27. 27, Your Honor.
Can I have that? Anything you want to say regarding bond?
Your Honor, she's retained counsel for this. She understands the seriousness of this. I've reviewed it with her, and she'll be here the next time you assign the pretrial date. Additionally, she works full-time. She's a nail technician, and she's here with her significant other who's supporting her as well, Your Honor.
All right. $1,000 personal bond. Ma'am, you can leave the state to go to Ohio. Defendant can leave state to go to Ohio without consent of the court. You live in Ohio still, correct?
Yeah.
All right, on Prouty, is it Prouty?
That's where I work at. I live on 1456 Carlisle Street.
Hang on a second. Give me that again.
I live at 1456 Carlisle.
Carlisle?
No, Carlyle.
Okay. And that's in Toledo.
Yes,
And what's that zip code?
43605.
All right. You can leave state without consent. You cannot violate a law. No alcohol, no marijuana, no illegal drugs. You're to attend AA, NA, at least twice a week. That has to be in person. You're not to have any contact with prosecution witnesses. I'm sorry, but when you're back this quickly, you're gonna go get a SoberLink device. That is a condition of your bond, okay? You have to go get a SoberLink device by the end of the day. Probation will explain where you're going. They're gonna send you out to Livonia, I believe, but maybe they have one over there. But at any rate, that's what I'll do. So you have to go. We're gonna give you an AA form twice a week. Every time you go to AA, you have to have the form signed. Every time you come to court, you have to bring the form with you. And again, you have to go to get your SoberLink by the end of the day. Lisa, what do you have for a date for me?
April 9th at 9:45.
Good with you?
1 second, Your Honor. What time did you say, Your Honor?
8:45.
No, I have a Roseville. I can do, let's see, 8:30. Any possibility we could do 11 o'clock, Your Honor?
Yeah, I don't have a problem. You will be here though by 11, right?
Yeah, I should be, yeah, I
know.
should be.
All right, 11 a.m., April 9th. Okay, ma'am, so you're gonna go down the hall and get your notice, and then you're gonna go over to probation if you would take her over there, Mr.
I will, Your Honor.
Hines.
And then they're gonna explain to her, how often they want her to do the SoberLink, correct?
She's gonna blow 5 times a day. Yeah. Okay, ma'am.
I do have a question. I did smoke weed like yesterday.
I don't need to hear about that.
No. I'm gonna talk to her then.
Yeah. We're not sending you for chemical testing. This is a SoberLink device.
Okay, I'll explain to her.
So now-
No alcohol, no drugs.
Okay.
Ma'am, now I want you to listen to me, and I don't want you to say a word. You got a good lawyer here. You just blurted something out that I'm going to forget. I'm gonna forget you said that. But you need to ask yourself, counsel, you need to talk to her about the fact that she's on probation. She got a drunk driving. She's awful young, and she's still fooling around with marijuana now. That's all I'm gonna tell you. Get on that SoberLink by the end of the day, okay? Maybe she needs sobriety court. I don't know. Is it right inside of Toledo? I mean, right across the border, or where are you?
How far, how long did it take you to get here today?
Like 40.
About 40 minutes away, Your Honor.
I want to talk to her.
Is there, just wondering if there's any chance you can do sobriety court and possibly Toledo or transfer that wouldn't work, right?
Nah, I can't transfer it to an out-of-state court. I could do it if it was inside. And she was.
And Monroe really, I don't think has, okay. I'll take care of it.
Okay, good enough.
Thank you so much.
See you back here. Thank you.
I'll take over.
Thank you. Hines. John Hines. John William Hines Jr., 24B146-251A. How you doing, Mr. Hines?
I'm good, how are you?
Your name?
Attorney Mike Baldwin, House Counsel P 65417 on behalf of Mr. Hines.
Looks
Judge-
like, yes.
Judge, today's a day and time set for a pre-trial. We've had an opportunity to speak with the prosecution. My client's going to enter a plea of guilty as charged to 1 count of DWL.
Is that what you want to do?
Yes, sir.
If you plead guilty here, the possible penalties are up to $500 in fines, 93 days jail, costs of all those 2 points. Do you understand that?
I do.
Did you sign, read, and understand an advice of rights form here today?
Yes,
If you plead guilty, you'll be giving up all those rights and there will be no hearing or trial. Do you understand that?
I do.
To the charge driving on a suspended, how do you plead?
Guilty.
Were you operating a motor vehicle in Brownstown Township on Telegraph near Sibley on May 31 of 24 at 3:13 p.m.?
Yes,
Was your license suspended?
it was.
Are you on probation?
No,
Parole?
no,
Anybody in the world forced you to plead guilty?
no.
Please accept it. Where you been? Where's he been, Mr. Baldwin? He was supposed to be here a year ago. What are you doing?
It is an old case, and I explained that to him, Judge.
What's that?
It's an old case, and I explained that to him.
Does he work?
I do.
Where?
In Romulus, at a warehouse,
What's the name of the company?
ZYMP.
Why'd you wait so long?
I didn't know I was supposed to come to court for it. I thought it was just a ticket.
Your Honor, he has a matter in Wyandotte scheduled for the end of April. and he has an unpaid ticket in another jurisdiction, and then he's otherwise eligible to get his license.
Anything
back.
else you want to say before I sentence him?
I'm going to ask for fines and costs, Your Honor. He will be clearing up those other two matters. He's already got an appointment in Wyandotte.
Anything, Mr. Hines? Do you want to say?
I don't know.
You
I can't
promise
hear
not
it.
to drive without a license?
I promise not to drive without a license.
100 fines, 225 costs, 75 victims' rights, $50 justice assessment, 450 or 93 days. Can you pay that?
450.
Yes,
Go down the hall.
not today, but
How much do you have today?
I don't get paid until tomorrow.
You don't have anything today? That's fine. I'm just asking.
Okay.
Can you pay all of it tomorrow, or do you need more
I
time?
need more time.
How much can you pay? You get paid weekly or bi-weekly?
Weekly,
How much can you pay per week?
probably about $50.
And I might note, because the sooner you get these tickets paid, this ticket paid, the sooner that the suspension period and everything can get through. So faster.
50 a week starting this Friday. You understand?
I do.
If you need more time, you come in and talk to me on or before the due date at 8:30, or you call the court, say, I'd like to go on Zoom with Judge McNally and ask for time to pay, and I will be here and I will do that, and you'll be happy and I'll be happy. Okay, you just can't ignore courts. Any questions?
No.
Good luck.
All right, thank you.
Stay out of here now.
Okay, go take care of those, okay? Okay. Thank you.
All right, Mr. Hines, take care. What else do I have here?
Scenario beard.
Pardon?
Beard.
People Against Beard. This is Shannon Monique Beard, 24B 147392. Wait 1 second here. Yeah, your name?
Attorney Mike Baldwin, House Counsel for Ms. Beard. Miss, can you just state your legal name?
Shiana Beard.
Thank you. Judge, we're going to set this matter for a jury trial. I do believe the complainant is in the building. Your Honor, if I can get my calendar to get the
Yeah,
jury
sure.
trial date, thanks.
You call in Ms. Carter, Foley Carter.
Okay.
Yes.
She's coming.
All right. So you have your calendar now, Mr. Baldwin?
Yes, I do.
Ms. Foley Carter, your name?
Caitlin Foley Carter, Brownstown Township.
Any offer here?
Disorderly. She had the prior sentence and all of it.
Your Honor, the problem is that she has a license under the public health code, and any misdemeanor conviction will affect her licensure. Is it a nurse?
Yes.
Okay.
What kind of phone calls were these? Can you briefly summarize for me?
It was more or less numerous phone calls as opposed to like specific threatening.
What was the relationship between the defendant and the victim?
I believe her son is dating the victim. Or she's dating the victim's son.
That's my understanding. There's also a PPO out.
So Ms. Fowler got a PPO?
She does.
I'm fine with whatever date you can give me, Lisa.
May 2nd at 8:30.
That's a Friday, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's not gonna be a good day for me. Can we do let me see. Well, that's not gonna be a good day. I think I'm off the 9th. Didn't I put in for the 9th? I could be wrong.
Not May. You did, hold
Oh,
on.
no, that's,
April.
I'm off
April
the,
11th.
I'm off the 12th and 13th, I think.
Yeah, the 12th, 13th, and 14th of May.
Let's do we have one scheduled for the last Friday in April yet? Oh, that's Law Day.
Law Day.
All right, well, let's see here. Got warrants all over the place. You can't do this. You know that, right?
Yes.
I mean, we're fooling around with a 2023 case. How about the 16th? Am I good that day?
If I
May
give them
16th?
a sentence.
Yeah.
Yep, we're good that day.
I'm gonna do Mace. When's my court to school with Trenton? Do you have that down there somewhere?
May 1st.
Period of time and then.
We're gonna do this May the 16th, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna do this at 8:30 in the morning.
Your Honor, would you consider, I know that you don't have any information in front of you. Would you consider a delayed sentence in this case if presented with information to make a decision as to whether?
What's the first one? What was the other case for?
Retail fraud and
How old are you?
Huh? I'm sorry.
How old are you?
30. I just turned 32.
I mean, I don't want to get in the middle of what you guys are doing. I don't have a big problem since it's not the same. If this was embezzlement or retail fraud again.
Perhaps I can talk to my client if the court would be open.
Well, I mean, but did she even offer that? Did you offer that?
I did only because it was prior, but I wouldn't mind extending that.
And if we can maybe set this for another final pretrial, I'll allow my client to go back to the licensing board just to verify that. I think it goes on the criminal record.
It does.
Comes off.
Well, it doesn't really come off. They're going to show it's dismissed.
Okay, all right, it may be a probationary thing for her at that point then.
May 16th, 8:30. Let's set a final pretrial in like April sometime, Lisa, 3 or 4 weeks out.
April 9th at 8:30.
Does that give you enough time to go to your licensing board?
Yes.
So April 9th at 8:30, and then May the 16th at 8:30. And I'll talk about jury instructions on the 9th. If you want to sit down further with Ms. Foley Carter today, you're not going to hurt my feelings either.
I think we've got a little bit of we've got stuff going on. I think we're actually starting the trial today.
With who? Me?
With you.
You're kidding. I've got trials too?
I'd like my client to go talk to her employer.
Well, that's fine. No problem.
Employer on notice.
Go down the hall and get that. What time's the trial start? Against King. Joshua Jeremiah King, 25B1477988A, B, and C. I'm sorry, just A and B. There's an OWI charge, and there's also an open intox. Come on up, Mr. King.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Michael Crawford, representing Mr. King, who's approaching.
Sir, your name?
Joshua Jeremiah.
For purposes of arraignment, does he stand mute, waive formal reading on both misdemeanors?
Yes, Your Honor.
And now, as I understand, there's going to be a guilty plea to the added count of operating while impaired with the OWI to be dismissed. And then there's going to be a dismissal of the OWI as well as the open intox, correct?
Correct, Your Honor.
Is that what you want to do, sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
If you plead guilty to the added charge of, or the lesser included charge, I should say, of operating while impaired, possible penalties are up to 300 fines, 93 days jail, 360 hours community service. Court costs are all 4 points, license suspension or revocation in accordance with your record. Your vehicle could be or might have to be immobilized depending upon your record. You understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you sign, read, and understand the advice of rights?
I'm sorry.
Did you sign this advice of rights form here?
Yes.
Did you read it?
I signed it.
You did.
Yes.
Did you read it?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Did you understand it?
Yes, sir.
If you plead guilty, you'll be giving up all those rights and there will not be a hearing or a trial. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your
The
Honor.
charge operating while impaired, how do you plead?
Guilty.
Were you operating a motor vehicle in Brownstown Township on February 7 at 25 at 10:57 PM, matter near 25555 Pennsylvania Road?
Yes, Your Honor.
And what happened? Did you drink alcohol before that?
Yes, sir.
What did you drink and how much?
I drank Smirnoff.
How
I
much?
drank 4.
Was your ability to operate that motor vehicle impaired due to the consumption of the alcohol?
I'm sorry, I can't hear you.
What was was your ability to operate that motor vehicle impaired due to the consumption of the alcohol?
Yes, sir.
In what way?
I stopped the vehicle and fell asleep.
What would you do? Pull over on the side of the road?
No, sir, I pulled in a parking lot and shut the vehicle off and went to sleep.
Okay. Are you on probation or parole?
No.
Anybody force you to plead guilty?
I'm not.
Anybody force you to plead guilty?
No.
And counsel, do you stipulate that let me see, I don't know. It was a blood draw. He refused, right?
So.
I did not refuse, no.
No, Your Honor, I did refuse.
Let me see something. Hang on. He took a blood test and the
Yes.
results were 0.115.
Stipulated, so stipulated.
Anybody force you to plead guilty here?
No.
And you're not on probation or parole?
No.
I'll accept your plea to impaired driving, dismiss the OWI. You never been in trouble before?
No, sir.
All right, $1,000 personal bond. You cannot leave the state. Excuse me. Without consent, you cannot violate a law. You must appear in court as directed. $1,000 personal bond, no alcohol, no marijuana, no illegal drugs. I'm not going to order you to attend AA or anything. I'm dismissing the OWI, dismissing the open intox. You're going to go down the hall. We're going to give you a court date before you leave here. You go down, get your paper notice, and then you'll go over to probation and you'll fill out a questionnaire and be interviewed. What do you have for me, Lisa? April
9th at 8:30.
April 9th at 8:30. Okay, sir?
Okay, thank you.
Have a great day. Good
Thank
luck. Kathleen Adele, Mistura, 25B147936. Your name, ma'am?
Kathleen Adele Mistura.
Michael Crawford, represented defendant.
To be a plea to disorderly under 771.1. True?
True, Your Honor.
If you do that, ma'am, the possible penalties are up to $500 in fines, 90 days jail. Costs are all those. I'll set terms and conditions of probation. If you're compliant at the end of a specified period, whatever I set, you'll come back. The prosecutor will move to dismiss. The conviction will enter now, but it would be dismissed if you're compliant during the period of probation. Do you understand that?
I do.
And did you sign, read, and understand an advice of rights form here today?
I did.
If you plead guilty, you'll be giving up all those rights. There will not be a hearing or a trial. Do you understand that?
I do.
To the charge disorderly person, public intox, how do you plead?
Guilty.
On March 4 at 25 at 11:17 in the morning, were you at 20665 Telegraph Trailer 154 in Brownstown Township?
I was.
Did you drink alcohol before that?
I did.
What did you drink? How much did you drink?
I drank 1,800, 6 shots.
18 what?
100
What's that?
tequila.
Okay. All right. And then what did you do that makes you be guilty of being disorderly?
I swung on one of my friends and I was arrested after that.
You tried to punch one of your friends?
Yes.
Did you actually punch your friend?
I don't recollect. I'm not sure.
Are you on probation or parole?
No.
You think you did that at least in part because of the fact that you consumed that alcohol?
Yes.
Accept your plea. I find it to be an accurate plea. I'll take it under section 771.1. Let's go out further on this, Lisa. I already ordered bond, no alcohol, marijuana, or controlled substances. I'm going to order a screening and assessment. You're going to fill out a questionnaire and be interviewed, and you'll come back for sentence at a later time. Let's go out about 4 weeks.
April 23rd at 8:30.
April 23rd at 8:30, okay? Okay, so you're going to go down the hall, get your notice, then go over to probation, fill out a questionnaire, and be interviewed. Anything else?
Nope.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Would you stop in? Okay. McCusin, people against McCusin. Jonathan Ryan McCusin, 23B144450. Your name, sir?
Yes, Jonathan Ryan McCuson.
Counsel.
Thank you. House Counsel Attorney Mike Baldwin for Mr. Makusa. Judge, today's the day and time set for a free trial. I've had an opportunity to speak with the prosecutor. Mr. Makusa is going to plead guilty as charged to possession of paraphernalia.
Is that right?
Yes, Your Honor.
If you plead guilty to that charge, the possible penalties under local ordinance are up to 500 fines, 90 days jail, costs, or all those. Do you understand that?
I do, Your Honor.
You're presumed innocent. They have to prove you guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. You have the right to remain silent. You have the right to a trial by court or jury. If you plead guilty, you're giving up all those rights, and there will not be a hearing or a trial. You'll be giving up your constitutional right to a jury trial, waiving the requirement that they prove you guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. We won't have a trial of any kind. Do you understand that?
I understand, Your Honor.
To the charge possession of drug paraphernalia, how do you plead?
Guilty.
On November 26th, 23, were you in Brownstown at 19342 Allen Road in Brownstown at 10:54 p.m.?
Yes.
Is that a business or what was that?
A car wash.
It was not in service, Judge.
Okay, what did you have on you? What kind of drug paraphernalia?
It was a bong, and there was meth in it. It was not found in my possession, but I let the officers know that it was in the vehicle. At the car wash, I was disposing.
Slow down.
I was throwing stuff away.
Slow down. Wait. Stop. What drug paraphernalia did you have? You said a bong?
Yeah.
And what was the bong used for?
For meth.
Okay, and had you used it for that purpose before?
No.
Somebody else did, Judge, and it was under the driver's seat, and he was in the driver's seat.
Is that right, sir? Were you in the driver's seat?
I was driving. It was found in the passenger's front driver seat.
Did you know that was there?
No.
You didn't know it was there?
Your Honor, maybe we can do a no contest plea, and the police report facts are, they're detailed.
I want you to be honest with me now. If
They took the other person to jail.
Hang on. I don't care about the other person right now. I want you to just look me in the eye and listen to my question and give me an honest answer. Did you know that there was a bong in the car underneath the passenger seat that was used for the purpose of consuming methamphetamines? Yes or no?
Yes.
Why'd you just tell me no? Why you telling me stories here? I'm not in the mood for stories right now.
They never took me to jail.
I don't care if they took you to jail. I don't care if they didn't take you to jail. I don't care if they took you to McDonald's and bought you a hamburger. I just want to know, did you know that? Yes or no?
Yes.
Are you on probation or parole right now?
I'm on probation for the city of Wyandotte.
You understand by pleading guilty that if you were on probation, what's this case? I got another ticket from him on.
He just pled to one with Coleman Heston, I believe, today.
Yes.
It's another paraphernalia.
All right. Were you on probation or parole on November 26th of 23, which is the time of this offense? And we're only getting around to it now, a year and a half later, because you've absconded for so long.
No.
You were not on probation or parole back then?
I've only been on probation for a year.
I'm sorry?
I've only been on probation for a year.
I can't even hear with these acoustics. I don't know how I'm going to do this. I'm going to have to take the courthouse down to the jail, I guess. I can't even understand these guys.
I've only been on the probation.
Wait. Back up a little bit. Just back up. Move your head back away. I find the acoustics are, instead of a negative 13, they're only a 1.5. But stay back where you are. Were you on probation or parole on November 26th of 23?
No.
Are you sure?
I only been on probation for Wyandotte.
I didn't ask you that. I'm just asking, are you sure you weren't on probation or parole in November of 23?
I'm sure I wasn't.
All right. Anybody force you to plead guilty?
No.
Your mother's been sitting in here for 3.5 hours or thereabouts. I'm ordering a screening and assessment. And the bad thing is,
My mother's there?
your mother's here.
My mom's there?
Wait a second. Is that not who you said you are?
Yes, right.
Yes, that's your mother. She's sitting in the second row. She's been sitting. Pardon?
No.
No, he can't see you.
I
It
can
looks
see
like. It looks like I took this plea back in December of 23, though, in order to screening and assessment. I don't know why. Yeah, he didn't appear for sentencing, so I just took another plea for nothing, but that's fine. Lisa, counsel, I don't need to take this plea again. This plea was taken back in December of 23, December 20. Make sure JIS reflects that, Lisa. But see, when they don't show up, these are the kinds of things that happen. I'm going to order a screening and assessment. You're fooling around with methamphetamines. Not good. Not good. You're still fooling around with meth. Was the other one meth?
It was a paraphernalia.
I know, but what was the?
I didn't get.
What was the paraphernalia in front of Judge Heston that you had? I'm going to find out. Don't lie to me.
It was for marijuana.
Yeah.
Your Honor, if I may.
Yeah.
It
Your
was
name?
Caitlin Foley Carter in Beaver Brownstown Township. It was possession of methamphetamine.
This one that just happened in front of Judge Heston.
Correct, and he pled guilty.
The ads in Vegas were 2001 that he was lying to me. I don't know what you think I am. If I look dumb, you can tell me I'm dumb.
I'm not lying.
Well, you're not telling the truth. They're not going to stop you for having marijuana. Marijuana is legal now. What do you think?
I'm already doing a screening right now.
Stop. Just stop. I feel sorry for your mom, not you. You've been avoiding us for a year, 15 months, 326. I'm continuing the bond. We're going to have another screening done. Lisa, I don't know. They were saying they had to take them to medical. I don't know how they can do that. If probation can hop on now, maybe you can talk to them. You got warrants all over the place. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You can't do this.
How do I have 6 warrants?
I don't know. Because you didn't show up in 6 different courts. I have no clue. I don't keep track of that. I'm not the one who put these on the liens. Sentencing date, let's make it quick, Lisa, when Mr. Baldwin's here next, and I will be more courteous with him than he has been with us.
April 9th at 8:30.
April 9th at 8:30. Is that the earliest we can do it?
Yeah, that's the next time he's here for a docket.
April 9th at 8:30. Let's get them in here to do screening probation. Will. Yeah.
Probation does it through the jail. He doesn't have to wait.
Okay, good enough. Thank you. Thanks for, I'll learn something today.